Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. So some intense energies coming in this week, which I'm seeing can be tricky with the full moon in Aquarius coming through. That's happening on the 11th or the 12th, depending on where you are in the world. And this is an amazing full moon, actually. It's got a very intense energy. It's forming a fixed cross with a cross with the fixed signs. So that is you, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. And I just get this sense that something needs to budge, something needs to move, something reaches a crossroad, or the squeeze is on with something where something needs to be restructured, or a new structure needs to come through, or just even creating structures if there hasn't been any. So the message you're getting is go now. Go now. And I find this is just a very ambiguous energy whenever go now comes in, because it's always one of those things. I think this will make sense to you. It doesn't necessarily always make sense to me when I read it. And it also sometimes might make sense a little bit later on. So that's your message from the Ascended Masters coming in, go now. So it has a sense of being able to make a move or travel or just go somewhere. So listen to what that is. That will be something different for you. And if you don't know, like I said, if you don't know what that means quite now, it might make more sense later on. So let's see. Let's look at the theme of the week. I just find that's one of the very ambiguous, energies whenever I get it. So Ace of Feathers, mental clarity and foundation. Absolutely. You know, this is the Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords. And yeah, that's definitely a theme's going to be around finding the mental clarity with something. Look at this little goat, like its head is going up to the higher levels, because this full moon in Aquarius is actually opening up to there is clarity in that higher 5D, higher consciousness realm. But in the 3D realm, it might not seem like there's a lot of clarity. So interestingly, the clarity is there. It just might be, you have to kind of go upwards to find it, which is interesting. And so, yeah, the mental clarity and the foundation of what that clarity is based on is something that's going to be coming in as the theme, just to be able to see. And interestingly, like with Serapis Bay coming in, this is, you know, this full moon energy is going to be very much a Leo and Aquarius opposition energy. So we're seeing this here, the heart. Listen to your heart. There's this energy radiating from your heart that's telling you to go now and do something. Whereas this is the head, this is the Aquarius energy coming in, the Ace of Swords, which is potentially where you're cutting ties with something, or you've got the clarity to know what this go now means to you. So interesting. What's shifting and changing? We've got Pentacle 7, Saturn, Taurus. Again, this Saturn energy is coming through for you, Taurus, and it's coming in your sign, saying it's opportunity to help something grow in your life by shifting and changing and making a few readjustments to the structures. In particular, this one is around your routines, your daily routines, where you're investing your time, effort, energy, and money. So it doesn't have to necessarily be about routines. If your money is somewhere, maybe you're thinking about taking it out of somewhere, that maybe you're getting the go now. If you're living somewhere and you're thinking, right, this isn't exactly the right place for me, because the Saturn Taurus energy is saying there's been restrictions around perhaps, but there's also a restructuring that comes through with this. So yeah, it brings growth, the Pentacle 7. Absolutely. It brings growth, but it's an evaluation energy of where you're at, getting the mental clarity of perhaps where you want to go and how to go about it. And so then you're getting the go now. So it's not just so much like a boom, go now. There's a whole thought process around it. It's quite a practical decision, and there's a little bit of time to contemplate and be patient with some of this energy that's coming through. Let's see what else is shifting this week for you. So let's see what else is shifting. We've got Cup King, Scorpio, Crown. Okay, so the Scorpio energy, your opposite energy, this could be some very deep emotions, emotional connections, intensity, intense connections. And it might just be that the intensity ramps up this week, that you might be feeling this a lot, and especially in terms of relationships with other people as well. So maybe one of those things about looking at your managing your emotions as well. That could be something that's coming through. There could be related to a person, the Cup King Scorpio crown, where it's sometimes that can be where you see people being almost quite manipulative. If we're looking at like they're kind of showing me the lower octaves of Scorpio energy. For whatever reason, they're bringing it down. They're going, bring it down, down, down to some of the lower octaves of Scorpio, which can be obsession, manipulation. You might be seeing the uglier side of somebody, or you might be, being caught up in that kind of energy as well. But that's why it's actually really good that you've got the Pentacle 7 next to it, because it's about setting up some boundaries around that sort of stuff that goes on there. So some boundaries around some deep emotions that could be coming in. So what you need at this moment, according to the universe, is this Eight of Swords, which is, not to see something, to put up some restrictions around something or someone. I do think this Cup King is kind of a bit of an energy that you're like, I don't want to be around you. This intense energy, or there's like a person that you just don't want to see. You shouldn't be seeing this week with Eight of Swords. This is one of the very rare times that this has come in as actually a positive energy, this Eight of Swords energy. And again, it's Saturnian in nature because it is around the restrictions, putting in boundaries. So it could be that you need to put some sort of boundary around communication or access with things in your life as well, and to restrict some things that is going on. So however that's coming through, which is interesting because Saturn does like to do that. It does like to constrict and restrict, and that's kind of the lesson of Saturn. And I like how Saturn came in as you're in Saturn Taurus, because it's saying you could reap the benefits and rewards here by doing that, by restricting something now. Interesting. Let's see what's coming towards you that you may or may not see. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So could be a little bit of extra money coming through for the Six of Pentacles, which sometimes this is like gifts of money or like advances or bonuses or promotions. It can come through as gifts. Like could be a gift coming to you in some way. This might also be where you are investing a little bit of your extra time, effort, and energy into something else. So, interesting. On the consequences of that, you're going to be happy. So this sense of restricting, and I do keep getting spending or money or something like that, or somebody's, and I don't know if it necessarily is even you or somebody else around you, or whether this is like just pulling like saving some money or something like that that's coming through, but you're going to be happy with it because it's going to end up bringing more in, strangely. Or it's like if you're, so what I'm getting with this is just say you're restricting money somehow here, so there's a little bit of extra money to invest in something else new here, and so then you're going to be happy with that. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Whatever it is that you're restricting here, you got a little bit of extra. So if this is like restricting your time, maybe you've been working really long hours and you're going, right, I'm not going to work past a certain time. And so therefore you've got a little bit of extra extra time to spend with, and it's rebalancing. However it's rebalancing, maybe this is with your family, or maybe it's with a loved one of some sort, or maybe it's just extra time for you to do something you like doing. So this is where you're going to be super happy here with the Ten of Cups. So it's sort of like a boundary needs to be brought in somehow. So you've got more time, effort, energy for something else that's coming through. And we've got major external influences is the Strength card. So resilience is going to be definitely, there's things that you're up against here that you're going to need strength, courage, and resilience against with the Strength card. The Four of Pentacles, around saving. So maybe there's somebody that you need to be strong against here. And because we've got the Ten of Wands, which is, working too hard at something or taking on too many burdens or responsibilities, I feel like you're letting go of some of that. So you've got more for something else, which actually more for you. or more for what it is that's going to bring you that happiness. So yeah, trust that the clarity that comes in, go now, kind of getting that message, go now. So let's see, the best way to manage or make the most of this energy coming in. We've got quite a few. Okay, again, we've got this beautiful tiger energy, which is fierceness, just having the courage to do this, which is really lovely. Very protective energy, this tiger energy as well. It's like a fierce night hunter. So trusting your intuition again. We've got that beautiful crescent moon, and it's, yeah, a fierceness to it, of a fierceness and a protective energy around it. We've also got golden egg reversed and the bat. Interesting. Because bat is very much around the frequencies, navigating the frequencies that are around you at this moment through that moon. We can see the big moon here. And the golden egg reversed is that there's actually a golden opportunity here to be able to navigate and trust your instincts with things, like picking up on a lot of frequencies rather than what it is that you see. So it's trusting those feelings rather than what's right in front of you. So you might just get a sense of something, that sense of this is what you need to do or what feels right, but you might not necessarily be able to see it yet. And interestingly, they're saying they don't want you to see it yet. So that's kind of one of the things that's coming in, saying that what you need is to not see something, but to trust it and feel it, like to trust the frequency of what feels right. So interesting, because we do have this golden egg here, which is something beautiful is birthing here. This is golden opportunity birthing here, but it feels very internalized, very internal energy, that the clarity, you're finding the clarity deep within yourself as well. Like this golden egg lies deep within you, and it's like you need to sense it out. You might possibly not going to be able to see it right at this minute, but it's there. And so the tiger was like just having the courage to step into this energy and not be scared, to release fears. So yeah, interesting, really, really interesting energy to come through for you, Taurus. So let's pull an affirmation card. So I do see that this full moon is kind of navigating some tricky energy. It's coming in for pretty much all of the signs, but there's these senses of when you find the clarity, then you have the breakthrough as to the direction of where you are going, and it's about restructuring something in your life that is bringing you more freedom or something good. So it says, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Yes, this is your affirmation card. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So yeah, interesting. So the clarity is there. You just possibly won't be able to see it, but you have to trust, like the bat sees in the dark, through those frequencies. So, well, you know, can sense where it can navigate through the darkness, through the frequencies. So that's kind of, interesting one. So it is going to require a lot of trust in yourself, but it's like walking through the darkness and trusting where you're going, but you're going to be happy with the outcome. And so, yeah, interesting reading for you, Taurus. So that's it. That's the reading for the week. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.